everyone, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, I'm Juliana, and together with my husband and our 3 kids, we decided to take a leap into a new lifestyle, living nomadically, world schooling as we travel. We sold almost everything, pack it up, what really matters, and hit the road to learn, grow, and experience the world together. It's been 1 month since we started this adventure, and today I want to share a little review of how this first month has been for us through 3 pillars of our journey: trust, travel, transcend. I tried to record this video with the whole family the day before we left Puerto Vallarta, but by some weird reason my microphone didn't work and ended up just recording without audio. I decided to do this by myself right now because it was a lot of energy spent and everybody's still tired because of the trip. So here you're gonna see my review based on trust, travel, and transcend. Question 1, what did I have to trust most in this first month? So probably I had to trust that things would work out, even when plans changed, and they changed a lot, at least the ones in my mind. So from adjusting to a new rhythm, figuring out money, how to get money, how to pay for stuff, logistics in another country, there were some moments that I really felt uncertain, but then I reminded myself that that's exactly why we're doing this, right? Growth is uncomfortable. Growth sometimes hurts and it's annoying. But that's why we're doing this, to grow beyond the control of every detail, every plan. That's just like that reminder that there's no growth inside our comfort zone. Question 2, what moments tested my trust and how did I handle them? Oh my, definitely there was some challenging moments, and like when something didn't go as planned with travel routes, like when we're getting to the wrong entrance of 3 different beaches in a row. And when I really wanted to go to a vegan restaurant and we get there and it was closed when it's supposed to be open. And it's just one thing after the other that really tested how I am trusting the process. When kids were having a bad day, they were not willing to cooperate or just be well with everybody, or when it was really hot and I was like tired of being inside and I really wanted to go out to see some new places and nobody else wanted to go with me, or even when kids told that they would prefer to be in Canada where we were instead of doing all the stuff. And that's when I questioned if I had done the right choice, for sure. But each time I found that when I pause and I take a deep breath and I'm come back to that big version of our dream, help me to stay grounded and to keep the hope and like the energy alive. And just like that reminder to keep a positive attitude towards this whole experience, and that's just the beginning, right? Question 3, what has been the biggest joy of traveling as a family this month? And for me, it's been watching my kids light up when they learned something new, when they discovered like a new animal that they never saw before, a lot of iguanas in there, and seeing like the local culture, the beautiful beaches when they got there and they were able to swim, and it was really nice to see that. Or even when Oliver started swimming by himself, like after a few weeks of swimming every day in the pool, or Celine understood like concept of fractions that we decided to do with some pancakes. So we cooked together, we made the pancakes, and we learned together how fractions work. And after that, sharing that with all the family was really nice. And when Elise showed a lot of maturity, when she during like our before bed prayer as a family, and she thanked for the opportunity of being part of this adventure, and that she would change her attitude towards it, towards the whole experience, and she would be open to experience new things that because she feels like grateful for having this opportunity. So it was really beautiful to see that. And just all the deep and meaningful conversations that Pedro and I have been having about life, about growth, about ourselves as a couple, our family, and how to be better human beings. I feel like it's been really a joyful moment, because if we were back at home, in the same place, we wouldn't be experiencing those different things, and we wouldn't be being challenged to change and to grow. So that's one of the biggest joys of traveling, all of us together. Question 4, what's been the hardest part of traveling with kids, and what tips would I give? I feel like the hardest of all is to balance structure and freedom. Work time, play time, rest time. It's really tricky when you don't have like a fixed place to do it. And kids really need rhythm. We know that, but travel can be quite unpredictable sometimes. And every time we get to a new place, there are a lot of new things to figure out. We have to go to the market. We have to figure out where to get water, how to move around, and planning meals, planning trips. And there's a lot of things in the first days that will really takes us sideways in a routine. And what I feel is just like take it easy on yourself, enjoy the moment as it is. Don't force them to sit down and do things or study or anything like that. It's just like let them adapt to the new place as well. And keep your day simple. That's the best thing. We know that when I try to pack too much in a day, things go south for sure. And if you have little ones, be sure to just pack one, to plan just one activity per day, because that's the maximum that they can handle in a good mood, right? Maybe I would say even if you feel like it's a really good day, you can add another smaller one to go with it, but try to do one thing per day and give them time to rest, to be able to really absorb all that they saw, all that they heard, and they experienced. And always, just like a simple tip for every parent at all times, always carry water, some easy food, some snack bars, and maybe something fun for them, some card games or anything if they need to like sit down and just wait for a second for the Uber to get there. I feel like might be a good idea to have something that they can be distracted with while waiting long periods of time. Sometimes the simplest things make a day successful. That's what I really discovered in this whole process. Okay, question 5. What lessons have I learned about myself through this experience? Oh my gosh, I think I learned that I'm more resilient than I thought that I would be, more adaptable to new situations, and for sure that there's a lot of things that I still want to change in myself, that I would love to see working in a better way, like my planning, or if I can say in other words, like less overthinking and more doing. Stop being so concerned about how to do things and just like listen more to my intuitions. all those moments that we feel like, oh, we shouldn't be doing this. Just listen to the nudge and go with it instead of overthinking. That's a big lesson that I learned. Mostly, I can tell you something that happened the second day. We ordered Uber to go to Costco to buy a few things, and all of us were gonna go there. And like 2 minutes before the Uber got there, Oliver started, "Mom, I'm not okay, I'm not okay," and then he just vomited on the street. And then I had to stay with him at home. But there's something there that I haven't seen. I hadn't pay attention before, because he was already giving those signs before we left home to go to wait for the Uber outside. So I feel like that's a big lesson, just like learning to those nudges, learning to listen to what the universe is telling you. Question 6, in what ways has this journey felt like a spiritual or inner growth process? And probably I have to say that it was during the challenges, because they force us to surrender to whatever is happening, right? And so you can have an idea, we didn't plan much in advance for this whole journey that we're doing. We're doing like a step at a time. And we didn't even know where we're going to spend Christmas yet. So surrendering to that opportunities that show up, it's just like the biggest spiritual process of all for me. And just trusting your intuition in that sense, trusting that you've been guided, that you're being supported in the whole process. And I feel like it shows me that trust is a daily practice that balances the stillness inside and the actions from the outside. And in that practice, I feel like that I'm really growing. I feel like that I'm learning and expanding and becoming a better version of myself, spiritually, mentally, and physically. So that's our little review of our first month of nomadic and Worldschooling life. And it's been beautiful, it's been messy, challenging, and inspiring all at once. If you feel curious about this lifestyle or maybe dreaming of it for your own family, I hope our journey can give you both inspiration and real tips. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share with someone who might be curious about this path. And I would love to hear from you in the comments. What would you like to know more about our journey? Thanks for being here with us. See you in the next video.